So the home market will calmly grow. Government will intervene less. It will privatize public corporations and slim them down, and it will help small businesses. The government knew and will explain. For the moment, the economy is still dependent on imports. Because their costs will now serve, the switch to self-reliance will be painful. Sacrifices will be needed.
The structural adjustment program, apart from restructuring the economy, was to put in some sense of discipline in the Nigerian psyche, so that we now know that it is better for us to spend according to the money we make, not necessarily according to our size. We have a sort of gargantuan appetite for luxuries. So the structural adjustment program was to tell us that the time for luxuries is past. We have to face the realities of the time.
You had to do away with the system of controls which we had. To me, SAP means the introduction of a liberal economic policy. A policy that will enable the individual Nigerian corporate entity to participate in the economy without the inhibitions and the obstacles created by excessive regulation and controls within the economy. So if control didn't work, then you have to examine the alternative to controls, which is a liberal economic system, which the World Bank bureaucrats call structural adjustment. It's a very big expression, but it describes a very simple thing in economics, which is a free enterprise system, with government continuing to play a moderating role, not a controlling role in the economy. This was my understanding for structural adjustment. And also I supported the program, and I still support its essence and direction, because it frees Nigerians from unnecessary controls.
Behind SAP lay a simple goal: to provide stability. That will mean encouraging investment. What analysts call business confidence will be crucial. In particular, would overseas businesses come to Nigeria?
Well, frankly, we're quite excited about the medium-term and long-term potential of the country in terms of an automotive market. It certainly had a great history in this regard, but importantly is the stability that we see has been stabilized. It's continuing on a path for increased stabilization, and that's an important factor for our investment.
General Motors did have confidence in the business climate. They set up a joint venture with a domestic company to assemble trucks and cars.
They agreed to take equity in the joint venture of General Motors because the environment has improved from what it used to be, and they believe, and I believe it is the confidence they have in the country that made them to invest in this joint venture.
Other factors helped. First, the government had diluted decrees dating from the 1970s, which had made it hard for foreign firms to set up business. The administration also cut through bureaucracy by creating a single agency which overseas investors will turn to for help. That swung the balance for GM.
What I'm excited about is that they're excited. They're very enthused, and they're very certainly glad that we're there with an actual investment and not just talk. I find them to be cooperative. I think some of the regulations and approval procedures were greatly simplified, which of course is part of the new program, and that meant a lot to us because you can waste a lot of time and a lot of money trying to get approvals if the process is too complicated.